Tuning in for Fast Pace for Pride in 2025. I am speedsterbr18, but some just call me Speedster. Either way is fine. I'm accompanied by the one and only Argik. Take it away, Argik.
Hello, how you doing, everybody? We are here to have some fun. We are going to do a run of Sonic 3 and Knuckles Glitchless. Speedster, are you ready, buddy?
Yes, I was born ready.
Oh, yes.
All right. So, yeah, I'm gonna be tackling Sonic alone, and it's gonna be Sonic Glitchless. So we're not that includes not doing any zips, reps, or abuse of any sort of major exploits within the game itself. So we're gonna be starting in 3, 2, 1, and go. So. Sonic 3 and Knuckles is a pretty straightforward game. It's one of the games that like stood out the most for the Sonic 2D platformers. And there's some basics about the game that would you care explaining to us, Ari, about the basics of the game?
Absolutely. So we are going to be moving to the right, sometimes to the left, gasp, and using plenty of spin dashes. But before we talk about that, we just grabbed ourselves our first power-up. It is the Speed Shoes, and then the Fire Shield. The Speed Shoes are allowing us to get to our maximum at max speed at high acceleration, and the Fire Shield is the first of our elemental shields. We have 3 of them in the game. The elemental shields will all allow us to take 1 hit of damage and then lose said shield, but will also allow us to deflect projectiles. The Fire Shield has its own unique ability, including protecting us from fire and allowing us to do the really awesome horizontal fire dash. Gives a nice big boost of fire speed here. You can see used to just cut that loop literally in half. We're now going to head towards the boss here. We're going to wait. We're going to run. The boss is going to come out here. We're going to get a nice big jump here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that is 49 seconds. The boss is already done. We get the shield come out the ground because the sign hit it on the noggin. So there are different item boxes under the levels in different positions depending on the level that you're in. We may see more of them, we may not. This one is a guaranteed nice easy one because it just drops right where the bubble shield is. And we will be grabbing the bubble shield for 2 reasons. Because 1, wow, shout outs to Old Glove. And 2, because it's very useful for this next part of the stage. So we're going to take our spin dash here. Spin dashing is based on the amount of revs that you have. So if you do 1 rev, you're going to do a baby spin dash. It can go all the way up to 6 tap, which gives you the maximum speed, also known as a perfect spin dash. However, there is one little extra bit you need to be aware of, and that is when you release the down button. So to spin dash, you press down and then A, B, or C. You then rev the spin dash for as many of the revs as you're aiming for. Typically, you want to aim for the full 6 and get them as quickly as you can, and then release down the frame after you've done your revs, because if you release it on the same frame, you'll do a straight jump. We don't want to see any straight jumps. If they happen, we'll point them out and away we go. We now have our final elemental shield of the run, all 3 in one stage, because that is just some fun. This is, of course, the lightning shield. Gives you a nice double jump, magnetizes the rings to you, Arg's favorite shield, but we'll see more of them later on. We're now going to speak ship. Yeah, just kidding. So while the airship is dropping things down here, Speedster, explain this little trick that you're going to do coming up.
So in every auto scroller you can do this, but like specifically this one's very useful because you can buffer a spin dash if you just simply press left for a little bit, right, and then down, and then as you're pressing down, you press the spin dash button and you can just like charge the spin dash right away. Fortunately, I messed up a little bit there, but
it's great. Like you said, easily. It's not that easy. Oh, very nice recovery on that bounce there for the boss. Quick kill. The really hard part about that one there was that I actually thought you were a little bit lower down and were going to get hit by the boss. Thankfully, we didn't get that. You don't even see the capsule on the screen. The capsule has been hit. The level is ending. Once you hear that ding, the save has been saved. We can then do reset strats that allow us to reset the game and immediately go into the next stage, skipping some of the cutscenes. We're now off into Hydro City 1 here. We're going to see a number of spin dashes. We're going to grab our next power up in the run, the invincibility. We get this glorious, basically 3-second loop. And we're just going to run our way through the stage here, doing a number of spin dashes, doing a number of slope jumps as well. But I do have to ask the question, Speedster, where do you lie? Is it Team Hydro City or are you on the other side?
Yeah, definitely Hydro City. Because I mean,
yeah,
it's Hydro and City. Like those are 2
exactly.
different awards.
That's how it works. Oh, unlucky on the jump there, but nice recovery. Going to land down on this section. We'll then just do a number of jumps to get up and over. Unfortunately, it was the jump just a little bit too late there, but Speedstar knowing exactly how to handle it. Nice recovery bounce there. And if anybody in chat wants to argue with us about that name, you can do it in the donations. Now watch this quick kill. 2. Oh, I jinxed it. Commentator's curse, my bad. Thankfully, you grabbed the ring for safety. So we're going to go through, get the double hit on this side, wait for the boss to come back down, make sure you jump to get that ring for safety. Final 2 hits there. Wonderful recovery. Normally, what Speedster tries to aim for there is a number of bounces off the boss going off screen. Also getting a little bit unlucky with the positioning of the sign there, hitting in the item box, but it's not bad. We're just going to run through and go down into Hydro 2.
Yeah, and I like to cover a little bit about the cycles in this game, because the cycles are actually, there are actually 2 types of cycles. There's the proximity cycles and there's the global cycles. This stage actually, so a lot of the stages have so that the second cycle, the cycles of the second act start in the first act. So this is a prime example of that. Right here, I got a bad cycle because I also got a bad stage. But if you get like 54 or something, you can get like a really good cycles. So.
Yeah. Global cycles can be a bit of a pain because it's based entirely on how well you do in the previous stages. And if even a slight thing goes wrong, that's it. Your cycles are going to change and you're going to have to adapt on the fly there. Trying to do a loop jump, didn't quite get the loop jump, but it's fine because Speedster can do some slope jumps instead to gain some speed. And we run our way through here, still making that cycle without getting squished, looking good. Now we're going to do a little bit of a trick. No, it is not a glitch. We're going to use the ceiling to our advantage. Speedster is going to about turn, do a spin dash jump, maintain the speed, big old jump up the top there, not quite getting the jump off the ramp there, but that is a-okay. We can go back down, we can speed, we can run, we can jump, and we just want to make sure we get the correct jump. So the jump down there to get out of ball form, to maintain enough speed to run back up the other side, and then allow us to get a jump to go up above onto the ceiling, onto the wall, and away we go. There is no collision up there. It is not a glitch. You are not busting through things you're not supposed to, but we are going to bust through this lovely little jump here. Big old jump, very nice.
Try. Let's go.
Beautiful jump there. What that allows us to do is that allows us to skip the inverted figure 8 section there. Instead of having to go from the top left down to the bottom right and then up to the top right down to the bottom left, we can just go, nah, big jump, all done. Bob's your uncle. And away we go down to the boss now. Very nice jump through that little second time they've gone through. It's now time to get to the magic pixel though. Does Speedster know where the magic pixel is? Of course he does. Lining up in the magic pixel here, this is going to allow us to then get a number of insta-shield hits against this boss. Getting the hits before the boss even has a chance to move. That's it. It's lovely. It's smooth. It's brilliant. We're going to go through. And before we go into our next stage here, if the host has any words they'd like to say, now's a great time.
I sure do. We have a lot of love pouring in from chat right now, some donations, so let me read some of those off. Final Flame donates $6.01 and says, we're not sitting on this nice round number, which I would keep saying, but Focus has also donated $34.99 and says, I like my Doom 64 the way I like my marathons, with plenty of additional fun. And with all those donations, we have met our Doom 64 bonus levels incentive, so thank you so much for getting that met.
Nice.
Thank you so much.
That's awesome. Ooh, unlucky on the attempt there. So what Speedster was trying to do there is there is a little secret passageway up there that takes you into where a big ring is, but it can actually skip this part of the level if you're able to get the jumps. Unfortunately, it's a really tight jump, and you need the double jump from the lightning shield to do it as well. It's not really worth doing it more than once. One and done. Usually good for a marathon run here. Manages to get the lightning shield over the enemy in the spikes there. Gonna grab the speedy shoes to run our way through the nest, and we're going to get a really swag jump that I love to see here. We're going to just jump straight down. This is going to allow us to get off the spring, run all the way up, double jump up to the other side there, onto our spinning top, and taking it back to the other side. So there is a lot of moving to the left and the right, because this is a vertically wrapping stage, and what we mean by that is that this is a stage that likes to move up and down a lot. Screen is constantly shaking because we're just too fast, and we love that. But we're going to run our way through. Thank you very much for meeting the incentive as well. I'm going to see if Speedstar can keep a hold of the lightning shield and do a spin dash charge, down off the spikes, spin dash again, run and jump, run and double jump, going through the wall, and then 6 quick hits, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we have to wait and see where the boss is going to drop down. Is the boss going to drop down to the left or the right? And we're going to get the shield. Let's find out as we go in. Nicely done.
Yeah, better safe than sorry, they say.
Indeed. So there is an extra lightning shield hidden in this end of level. Normally you would have to move the signpost to hit it. Thankfully we don't need it. And we're just going to navigate our way through to the next stage. Marble Garden Zone 2. We're going to go in now. We're going to have the lightning shield. The double jump is paramount to maintain our momentum on some of these upward slopes and going to allow us to take some really nifty shortcuts. We're going to start with the jump off this boss here, making sure we hit the boss and run away, because if you don't activate that cutscene, you break the level. We're going to now go through and see what cycle we're going to get. We're going to see if Speedstar is able to do the cool jumps on the side. We're going to go through and see where we end up. Just give us a second. So we're going to go through, hearing where things are going, listening to it. We already made it up. Just going to use that. Oh, how did you get the speed off that? Jesus, the speed that's coming through.
So, the way that works, that spinning top works, is that, like, once you get off the ground and you land with the spin top, you immediately go fast, right? So what I did there is I just moved to the right just a little bit, so I could get off the ground and then eventually, like, quickly just land again, and then I got that speed to jump and get across. It's like a nice backup I came up with very briefly.
It's very, very fast and very, very fun. Like, I love to see that. That's nice. Also, another little piece of tech that you don't really notice until you start running the game here. But the things that Speedster is doing, there's a lot of little optimizations in this. One of them is a number of different jumps where they'll go straight from a spin dash into like a full jump to bonk against the ceiling to put Sonic back into running form. That allows you to maintain the maximum speed. And I'm going to let this bit just speak for itself. Oh, I love that off the spring into the double jump, maintaining the speed. It's so good. And now Speedster's just going to absolutely scare me to death with this. Such a tight little jump there, so close to getting Sonic squished, but it allows Speedster to make it through that segment just that slight second quicker than everybody else. It's very, very good. All these small optimizations.
It's up 2 minutes to the boss. Very nice.
It's phenomenal. Now count the boss hits for me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, the boss is not dead yet.
What do you mean 8? Why is the boss not dead? What is this?
So something kind of unfortunate happened there. So if you're too far up as the floor is tumbling down, you actually Tails comes up earlier, and that actually goes slightly slower. But that's no big deal. I mean, we got out of it. 2-1 axis, pretty good.
Yeah, now we're going to go into a speedy zone. It's not a Sonic game without a carnival. We're going to go around in a carnival night. And you're going to see some really smooth moves. Making the cycle to go right through those bumpers. Going to carry that speed all the way through. Bouncing off the fire shield to go down the bottom route. But maintaining enough speed to get back up to the top route. Making it through the cycle and on the way up to the magnets. 15 seconds and we're already halfway through the level. No, I am not lying. It is ridiculously quick. We're now going to go through down this section, get a jump off there so we don't get caught by any sub-pixels. More on them if they happen. Gets the nice jump up to the top right here. Gets to the barrel cycle, spin dashes through the bat so the bat don't get you. And believe it or not, now we're at the boss. I told you 15 seconds was halfway through the level.
Yeah, so top route cuts like more than half of the level, I'm pretty sure. It's actually great.
It is great. Right, we're on Why You Hitting Yourself, the boss. It's being a little bit of a butt right now, but basically we want to have the Beyblade to hit the boss. Unfortunately, losing the fire shield there, not grand, but it happens. We'll be able to get it and we'll go back from it there.
Yeah, the boss is kind of wacky because the way it works is that, like, the spinning platform goes up, left, right, down. You guys saw that. But it's only hitting as it's on the screen. So, like, if it's off screen, it's gonna hit, it's gonna be hitting indefinitely, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's kind of a weird boss. It's the only boss that dies in 4 hits too. So
it is indeed. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Big old jump on the way through. Going to go up. It's what we do. It's very important that you're actually mentioning the boss only having 4 hits, because there's another boss that we're going to see later on that has 16 hits. Nobody likes him. But we're going to take the navigation through the area here. We're going to see if you can make a good cycle. Gets donked once, gets donked twice. Thank you, Carnival Night, for being Carnival Night. We don't like you when you do this. All the bonks and the donks to go through. Hope we get Knuckles and he chuckles. And we're going through on this. All right.
Yeah, so we're gonna
let's
be
go.
grabbing another. Wow.
Wow. Good old bubble shield. This is very important because the bubble shield's downward bounce is going to be very important for this stage. It's going to allow us to do things like this, where we just go right down. Then going to time a nice jump there to go right down there as well. We're then going to stop ourselves from getting hit by the red spring, spin dash over the spikes, and then just drop ourselves right down there, making sure we don't get squished. And the Speedster does a cool little thing here that allows us to push this barrel to go down, which normally you don't hit. And then because we've still got the water, allows us to bounce back up and skip the cycle there. Now, unfortunately, we have to lose it. This is a deliberate hit that we're going to lose there. We're then also going to take another deliberate hit here to lose some of the rings that we're going to do. That's going to allow us to get the less of a ring bonus that we're going to use later on. But first, we're going to grab our little shortcut. Jump through, up, in, round. That's what we love to see. And we're going to navigate our way through, get the jump up off the box, and run our way towards the next segment. Gonna turn the lights back on though. We need those lights.
Yeah.
Alright, Barrel of Doom. Again, intentional damage boost there. It is kind of important. We need to get it. But we're just going to run our way through. We're going to do another kind of skip here where we're going to go loop to loop. And instead of taking the figure 8 segment again, we're just going to jump, hit the transition trigger. That's going to let us... okay, Sonic, that's a weird angle, but never mind. So we're just going to go through it. We're going to see ourselves speeding our way to the boss. We'll see if we manage to make ourselves through the cycle. Looking not bad. Getting a couple of donks there, but it happens. I'm just going to head off to the boss arena. Once again, feel free to count the bosses once you get past the segment. And then away we go. Hi, Chuckles.
Goodbye, Chuckles.
Bye.
He just shows up like that.
He does. He just runs.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, actually, getting kind of lucky there, not getting hit at all. 238. Yeah.
Not bad, not bad, not bad. All right, once we hear the ding, we're going to reset the game. We're going to skip that cutscene. We're going to head into one of the best stages in Sonic 3. It is Ice Cap. We love Ice Cap. Ice Cap is very good.
Just on
very hard times. We love hard times.
That was a really good time for messages, if there's any.
Oh, you know, I've got some. I've got $45 from Lilac Alaguchi, who says, "Thank you for having me race this wonderful game for a wonderful cause. I couldn't have it any better. Here's to more games." So thank you so much for that donation. I'm glad you mentioned more games, because now that we've met Doom 64, I think it's time to meet another incentive for another game. We have just opened Pump It Up Phoenix. Play a level 27 boss song. We need $150 to get more Pump It Up Phoenix. So folks, again, if you want to see that happen, apply that incentive when you check out on the donation page. Thank you again for your donations so far.
Awesome.
Right.
We love some rhythm games. Nice. Oh, Speedster, you can't get away with that. That's ridiculous. These are very precise jumps here on the ledge of these platforms. That is tiny. Then getting a double jump off it to skip using that and just going all the way up to the top. Ridiculous. Shortcut time. Going through, hit the button, Vodun, hit the button again. Using the double jumps from the lightning shield to our advantage. Going to do a swag little jump off there, bounces through, keeps the speed as we push the platform. And then just nailing all of this.
Now we just wait.
We do just wait, because if you stand too far to the right there, you get squished.
Yep.
Sometimes to go slow, you gotta go fast. Oh, nice jump. All right, go through, double jump, up, round, in, through, one, double jump again, spin dash, gonna go through, double jump out this, do another spin dash before it rolls down, jump over, not using the thing, spin dash towards the boss. You're gonna see the levels load slowly. Didn't quite get the jump off the corner there, but that's all right, as we now come to the boss fight, and we're gonna take it out quick.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 154.
All right, something really important before we go into Ice Cap 2 here. You can see on the level there are slight ridges, there are slight bumps. Those are not just for show. Those do count as micro slopes. If you jump at the right part on the micro slope, you'll either gain a lot of height or you'll gain a lot of horizontal speed. The thing is, you've got to know which slope you're on before you jump. So we're going to navigate our way through here. We're going to see Speedster do a number of really cool moves and hopefully get a nice big double jump off that straight up the top in one. Going to go through round, going to go down the loop one, round the loop two, making sure we don't get subpixeled, which is nice. Straight off the spring by the slightest skin of our teeth. And then we run, we jump, we spin dash, we wait. Goodbye, penguin. As we go down, and we're going to do the down, up, down route. By this, we mean there are 3 different slopes. There's a down, there's an up, deliberately holding left to slow ourselves down so we don't get as much height, and then there is a down, and that is going to allow us to get the quickest path through the level on the glitchless variety here. I'm going to see if we don't get caught by this. Looking good, looking good. We're going to go for the jump, straight out, 1.
Ooh, that was close.
Ooh, that was very close.
I was cutting it close there.
Ooh.
Getting caught by the edge of it, but thankfully on the outside, so no squimsh. And another smooth boss fight. Very well done.
Oh, that was too early. The invisible wall just hit me.
Do.
Yeah. And might I remind you guys, every reset has to be done after the time bonus and the ring bonus are done counting. Because if you do it while the ring bonus is still going, but the time bonus is done, you actually don't skip the level.
Nope, you don't. You do it too
bad.
early. You go back through and you have to do Act 1 and Act 2. It's bad. But you know what's not bad, Speedster?
What?
This level is fantastic. I love Launch Base. Launch Base is such a fun stage to do. It's very technical. It is very fast. It's very speedy. And Speedster knows some really awesome strats that you're going to see here. So we're going to spin dash out of this elevator into the teacup. We're going to take the teacup all the way up and run our way through. Did not quite make that second, but that's fine. We get the backup one here, round through, in and round. We're going to wait, we're going to jump, we're going to then go onto this teacup, but we're going to jump out of it to bounce off the enemy. Instead of waiting for the teacup to go through, we then double back on ourselves, hitting the spring there to grab the speedy shoes. We're then going to run down the hill because, again, we want to make sure we remain at the max speed, rolling as well for a little bit of safety. Jump out on this, spin dash up, about down on ourselves, use the speed, and the enemy bounce. Oh! You can make it up onto that spikes and then skip that section of the level there. Unfortunately, it is a one and done because not only are you within the fire shield one and done rule, but you're also only going to have one attempt due to the timer on the speed shoes. I'm not just going to do a little roll here. We're going to grab the lightning shield for backup. Safety lightning shield lets you get back up to where you want to go. Hence why it's called a backup. We're then going to run our way through the rest of the stage here. We're just going to go through and grab extra rings. Making sure we're at the speed boosters. Jump down off the extra corners here. Just to maintain as much speed as we can. Double jump through, in and through. And we're going to go down and to the left again. So on the left hand side, you're going to see this lovely thing. We're just going to spin dash, double jump through, down and swing. This is going to then take us to the last little segment before we get to the Knuckles cutscene and get to our boss. The boss is going to have a little bit of swag on it. I'll let Speedster explain that. But we've got time for one quick message.
Sure thing. I'll give an update on Time Splitter bid war. Ghost Linnaeus has gone into first place with $86. Folks, this is a close bid war. If you want to influence that, now is the time to donate for that.
Yes, make sure you donate if you can, obviously. And
Yeah, looking.
we're coming up to the boss now, and this boss is actually pretty cool looking. You guys are gonna see what I'm about to do. So I'm about to hang on. Yeah, so by deboosting, we are able to get earlier hits on the boss, but unfortunately I fell down, but it's still fine. Just get these extra hits here. Yeah, that's the idea. And now we're gonna grab the bubble shield here, extending here, and boom.
The fact that you're able to aim those, wow. Like, just the skill needed to just aim that and land it in one cannot be overstated. That sounds finicky, I'm telling you. Let's see if we're going to get our first sub-pixel of the run. Okay, no, you jumped it. I appreciate the attempt to try and avoid it.
Actually, there's a backup there because if you jump the way I did, but like obviously better, you can get into running animation and you make sure you don't get any sub-pixel there. But unfortunately I messed it up, so.
Fair, trying to get the backup on it, understandable. I'm going to wait with the bubble shield, because we want to keep a hold of the bubble shield. Very important that we keep a hold of it, because this means we don't have to double back on ourselves. Instead, we can take a really funky shortcut. We're going to hit the booster, and then we're going to jump. And that's going to allow us to just go around this section, which normally we'd have to take another 20-second detour to get another bubble shield. Why do we need the bubble shield? So we can take Tails' route. Tails' route here is significantly faster. If you don't take Tails' route, what are you doing with your life? Other than playing Knuckles, because Knuckles can't do this. We're going to go down and we're going to go through, grab ourselves the invincibility, and then head towards the end of our Sonic 3 portion of this run. Nice big jump there. Lovely. You want to see it. Keeping the speed on the underside in the water, around the teacup. round the teacup again. Gonna just jump down here, do the little roll. Didn't quite get the roll spin dash we needed, but that's fine. We'll just back it up. Down we go, in we go, get the boss. And this boss is gonna fire cannonballs at us.
Yeah, and we're gonna have some more time now, because there's actually a big cutscene of Sonic running into Knuckles and grabbing the Eggmobile of Eggman. We're about to see that right now. Funnily enough, if you have Tails with you and you get to this part, Tails straight up falls down. Like, he cannot come along with Sonic. And here's Chuckles.
That's a strong punch to knock that back.
Yeah, though,
oh, no.
He fell down. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Alright, we're heading off to our last boss fight here. Unfortunately, no big arms because we are playing Sonic 3 and Knuckles. But we're going to see Speedstar lining up once again for a magic pixel. Similar to the Hydro 2 boss, this one has a magic pixel you can stand on where it allows you just to jump and spam the insta shield to get all the hits in the one cycle. It's very good. It's very fun. It's very swaggy.
And it's obviously broken.
Oh, it's completely broken. Look at the boss just getting all the hits, and the boss is done. Beautiful
Wow.
one cycle. And this concludes our Sonic 3 portion of the run. Welcome to the Sonic and Knuckles section. That's right, we're going to reset the game and go straight into it. Save file is going to load it up. We're going to be in a mushroom hell.
And might I remind you guys, the Sonic and Knuckles have, compared to the Sonic 3 have, actually has twice the amount of waiting that we had before. So we're gonna have plenty of time.
Plenty of time for donations. Let's see if we can get up to that 3K mark. Let's get some of those incentives hit.
We are almost to 3K, folks. I want to see this happen tonight. I called out y'all for getting 3K tonight. I think we might be able to do it at this rate. We need $114 more to get to 3K tonight. And to help you along the way, we have that Pump It Up Phoenix incentive. Make sure to apply your donation on that incentive on the donation page. Make sure to have a target selected in order for it to count. You can also put it towards a bid war at the same time. So you have all these things going for you, chat. Now is the time to donate. Pump It Up Phoenix is the last run of the night, so I think you'll want to meet it before that happens. So let's see it.
Alright, so coming up here, we're gonna do a few loop jumps. Not anything too out of the ordinary, and then we're gonna do a roll jump, because actually rolling and jumping gets you slightly more high. It's like a pixel higher, and we got a 104. Really nice.
I mean, that's just a smooth stage, that is. I just let that stage happen. It's all it does. You just let that stage happen.
Yep. I mean, the stage almost plays on its own.
Oh, that one basically does. It's so good.
Coming up, some high skill ceiling jumps, and I'm just gonna let Argy do the talking for a little bit, because it's kind of.
I'll let you focus as we go through on it. Yep, we're gonna go in with the fire shield here. You can see we're getting a number of loop jumps, and we're getting a number of backwards jumps to go through straight here. Look at the speed that we're getting all the way. Each of these jumps is landing on a specific position so that Speedstar knows when the next jump is coming, just to navigate through this level on the top route. It's meant to have all these springs and things that take you around it. We ain't doing any of that. You're seeing half the loops being cut. You saw that some of the platforms all just got completely skipped, and now we're already on the pulley at the end of the level, and we're not even 47 seconds into it. But yeah, the Mushroom Hill 2 here, it's just so speedy when it's done so smoothly. We then run our way through to the end here, double jump through in onto the boss, get the fire shield on the boss to get the remaining bounces that we need. We're then going to do a full charge spin dash, jump off the boss, making sure we don't get hit by the fire or the little bit at the end there, and bam, boss is done, stage is done. We're going straight to the flying battery, and that is a win.
Yep, that is a W.
That is a big W. Yeah, the Sonic and Knuckles portion of this run is the longer portion of the run. These stages are longer, as Speedstar alluded to. There's a little bit more waiting on these stages, and unfortunately, Flying Battery is one of the culprits. So we're going to run our way through the stage here. We've got a lot of these platforms that'll take their time to move up and down, but Speedstar does a precise spin dash there, then a little jump between the monkey bars to get down quickly. Going to grab the fire shield for safety. We're going to then go to the underside. If Speedstar falls off any of these platforms, that is it. Back to the start of the stage because there is a death plane down there. We're then going to run our way through the cylinders, making sure we are on cycle here. We're going to run off the ceiling, jump down, going to go through, see where we end up getting the jumps to get through this segment. It's looking good right now, but can we get up and through very easily? The answer is yes. We're then going to run our way up to this side here, not getting caught by any of the enemies in the capsules. Gets the fan jump. Oh, what a big fan of that jump I am. So we're going to be very careful about the cycle of this stage as well. There are a number of crushers that are going to be going up throughout the stage. We want to try and make sure we are getting through the crushers either while they're up or while they're down. We don't want to get caught by them while they're mid-cycle because that would be bad. We've then obviously taken a really funky middle route here that allows us to have the fire dash jump. Only can be taken if you have the fire shield because you need that the horizontal dash to actually make it in the hole. Otherwise, you've got to do this whole thing where you go around the stage, we then push those spikes away to get to a secret hole, making the little cycle to make it up here and getting to the boss at about a 122. It's solid. And welcome to Why You Hitting Yourself, the boss, the video game, based on the stage play, the movie. Literally, the boss is just why you hit yourself.
Yeah, so some might have not noticed, but I did a little quirky movement right there. More specifically, if you jump over the very first hit, as soon as the song starts, you can have a quicker manip so the boss hits itself earlier. And you guys might have noticed that the second hit was more... The gap between the first and second hit was closer than the other hits. And that's because I did that little jump as soon as the song started. So it's pretty nice. Little touch. Okay, it's coming up. Act 2 is full of cycles as well. This is one of the more cycle-based stages. Second only to, obviously, our illustrious Sandopolis, which, I mean, everyone hates, but, I mean, it's coming up soon, so...
We do have Sando coming up soon. But yeah, this is another cycle-based stage. Just we have these lovely little cylinders. They're not going to start activating until they are on screen, which is a little bit of a pain in the butt. If we could have just fallen down there, we would have. We're then going to come down towards this cycle on the right here. We're going to make sure we do a number of spin dashes so we can get our way through. Straight on the bottom there. Allows us to go up and in lovely speed through there. We're going to have to be very careful that we don't get squished. So we're going to stand on the edge, do a full spin dash. In we go from the camera cycle there. So we don't have to worry about getting through that. We're going to have the fire shield so we can just get off this early, making sure we don't get caught and bodied. You can see those were already up so we can spin dash under them rather than having to jump over them. We're going to run our way through here. We're going to just fire shield our way at the very, very top there. Double fire dashes to get ourselves through, making sure we maintain what we need. A little bit of a slowdown there to deliberately wait and not lose our fire shield. We want to keep hold of it if we can. Beautiful cycle there. Unfortunately, just missing the button. Then we're going to have to go down to the bottom. We're going to see how this is going to affect the platforms here. Want to make sure we keep a hold of that shield. Very nice to get squeaky through there. Oh, going out that side.
That was
so lucky.
That was nasty. That was actually quite nasty.
07, thank you, Spider Steve, for your service. Speedster, you are such a lucky runner right now. Thankfully, the game was generous and decided, no, I will just damage you instead of, and again, and again. 2 times Speedster should have got squished there, but the game has decided, no, I will spare you, and your run continues. So lucky. Now we're in a little auto-scroller section. This boss is going to fire a laser beam down while the laser walls are moving in. So if you have any messages, you have plenty of time.
Plenty of time. Glad to take it. Yeah, I have $15 from Final Flame, who says, getting closer to 3K. Can we hit it by the end of, well, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, S3K? I think we can. Chat's been popping up so much, so thank you so much. We are above 2,900 US dollars. Can we make it to 3K by tonight? Come on, chat. We are almost there. We only need 99 more dollars. I think we might be able to make it. Exclamation point donate if you want to see some of the amazing runs later tonight, add some bonuses to them, and raise money for Fast Pace for Pride 2025 and Gate. Thank you so much for your donations so far.
Very much for those.
Thank you so much. So right here, there's gonna be this floor trying to press against us from underneath, but thankfully we have this to save the run. So blast the run with this. Hidey ho!
We love the hidey hole.
Hidey hole.
It's literally a hidey hole. Why is it there? We don't know. But that's a valid run now.
Yep.
Alright, we are just waiting for this boss to come on screen. We need to wait for the platforms to go all the way up. Is the platform rising up or is the airship falling down? We'll never know. But the boss is coming out. We're going to get quick hits on this one. Again, another cycle-based one, so we get the number of hits there. Deliberate damage boost, grab 1 ring for safety. Wait for the boss to shimmy along 9 times. Space is going to do a jump, grab another couple of hits here. Then the boss is gone. And we're going to everybody's favorite stage. It's coarse. It's rough. It gets everywhere. And if you watch a few of us, we'll be doing it 100 times. It's Sando.
The one and only Metropolis of the Sando.
Oh, interesting to do a cutscene skip for that one.
Yeah, it's debatable whether it's faster or not, but I usually do it just for safety.
That is very fair. Alright, Sando Cycles, here we go. The Sando stage that nobody knows. Look at the block, it looks like a nose. And now that I've said that, you can't unsee it. You'll see the other blocks when they come in. We're going to start getting through this cycle. No subpixels there, which is very, very nice. We're going to get a number of little slope jumps throughout the stage because it goes up and down and all around. We're going to do a spin dash through that, get a nice jump there. Oh! But that's fine. Thankfully, we have a sandfall here. We're going to climb the sandfall. It takes us right back to where we should have been. So not a major time loss there. We're just going to see what cycle we are. Actually, that works out really nicely because you were on the second cycle anyway. So no major time loss at all. I'm going to spin dash and just jump our way through. Once again, you're going to see another nose block. Look at it. It just looks like a nose.
I can see it now. Yeah, dang it.
I can see it now, yeah.
The nose.
The nosy nose.
So we're now going to do a really swanky jump here. I love this one. The timing is precise, but making it first time. Come down, going to skip the loop by jumping up on the top of it. Going to go through, see what cycle we're at. Oh, just missed it.
Yeah, that's like cool. I get it once in a lifetime for some reason.
Damn, you've already had it.
Yeah, only once, I think. Or twice, maybe.
Fair. Apparently, it looks like a bee. It does? I thought it looks like a nose. Oh, squeaking under that. We're now going to go and take our rock for a walk. Waiting for the pyramid to come up, and then our rock's going to come out. We're going to take Dwayne for the walk here. Unfortunately, there is nothing we can really do on this. It's funky, and I don't know why.
Yeah. As I said previously, there's a ton of waiting in the Sonic and Knuckles have, so we have plenty of time still. You guys need to take it away, take it away.
Sure thing. Just a quick reminder as to why we're all here in the first place. You're watching Fast Pace for Pride 2025, raising money for GATE, Global Action for Trans Equality, a global trans-led advocacy organization dedicated to advancing gender equality for all. Their mission is working towards justice and equality for trans, gender diverse, and intersex communities. It can also be abbreviated as TGDI. So thank you so much for supporting this community and this organization and the great work they do. This is what it's all coming for. That's why we're all here today. So thank you so much for your donations so far.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of nervous there, because that's actually kind of risky without rings. But thankfully, we made it through. No problem.
Made it through, doing it good, going into the neighborhood of Sando 2. Ah, yep. Sando 2. It's the stage that's even longer.
Yeah, another act that starts with the first act cycle. So, yep. I guess we're just gonna have to bust our way through and hopefully do a seamless done stage.
Oh yeah, gonna grab that lightning shield though. This lightning shield, very, very important. This will save us a myriad of time. We do not want to lose it. So the gimmick of this stage are, of course, these ghosties. Grabbed by the ghosties as we're going to go all the way through. We're going to have it. We're then going to use the lightning shield to do a number of funky little extra movements here. That's going to allow us to stop having to go like back on ourselves, to move a platform, to open a door, doing things like that. The main important thing here, oh, you're so lucky that didn't squish you there. And then he no body you either, which is very nice. Okay, so you're on good cycle, you're on good pace. That is a very nice loop double jump. We're going to go through, we're going to go down, we're going to go around this little side here. Hitting the spring on that section, push the button. We're then going to double jump up the top. This is going to allow us to go and hit the sand. From the sand, we go back to the light to get rid of the ghost and light the world up again. And we're going to see if we can get a good... Yeah, you've just screen wrapped the rings. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, but they came back down.
there's very weird ring behavior there for some reason. I think it's because of the rising sand, but I'm not entirely sure why exactly.
I just think it's because you double jump and you fall out of the ring's radius before they can get to you, and then sometimes they screen wrap and it's hilarious.
Yeah, that's probably why.
While we may not be allowed to glitch, the rings are. Right, we're going to grab our speedy shoes. We're going to wait, get a big old jump there. Not quite getting the double jump. We're going to go for a second time. And that,
oh,
you're
no.
going to do that. Oh, that's unlucky.
That sucks.
Unfortunate.
That is, unfortunately, that is a height issue with Sonic. So, you're not going to believe this, but Sonic is actually 1.5 hedgehogs tall, at least according to the game anyway. What happened there is Speedstar unfortunately made the double jump up on the rising sand, but then did a double jump onto the button instead of to the side of the button, and when Sonic unrolled and became his full height, the game detected it as a squish. It's very, very mean. It's unfortunate when that happens. This does mean that we go back to our last checkpoint. It also means we've lost our lightning shield. So it's going to be a little bit of a time loss.
Yeah, unfortunately, that mostly only happened because I wasn't ready for how the... Because you guys notice I tried to make like a jump from out of this sand stream here. Out of this sand rising. Yeah. And the problem with that is like... If you don't make that jump first try, like, obviously you're gonna have to back it up, and the way I backed it up was just poorly, so I landed, like, straight on that hole, and it kind of, like, squeezed me, made me get squished,
fortunately. Made just squimsh.
Yep.
It happens at times, the joys of Sonic games, but it's still a solid run. You got this, you're fine, don't panic. You're okay. Nicely done. You're fine, you got it. Good, back up there, grabbing that as well. So yeah, unfortunately, without the lightning shield, it means there's one little segment up here that's going to be a slight pain in the butt, but Speedstar has the skill to back it up. We're going to run our way through here and make sure we spin dash our way. We do have access to the insta shield again, which is going to help on some enemies, but we're going to see just what happens and just where we go. With the game being mean, we just got to take it and do... Oh, that was a straight jump. That was a straight jump. So that there, as we mentioned earlier in the run, if you do a set of spin dashes and then release the down button on the exact same frame or slight frame, well, yeah, basically the exact same frame as you press your final jump, you end up just jumping in place and going nowhere. Almost putting us into a bonus stage. Now, it wasn't a bad bonus stage because it was the gumball. Could have given us another lightning shield. But you don't want to go into bonus stages. We don't need them. What we do need is a quick kill on this boss. Get a set of quick kills on the boss there. Running it risky by going on the hit there. Because I found out the hard way that you can be squished by that.
Yeah, actually, squish where exactly did you say, Art?
In the boss. See, when the boss's sand armor is coming back, you can get squished by it.
We're coming up to Lava Reef 1 now.
Please don't get sub-pixeled. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Please don't pull a HUDs. Hey, didn't pull a HUDs. Let's go. So yeah, at the very start of that stage there's little stalactites that will hold on tight until you roll under them. Then they'll fall off and they'll come and hit you. HUDs always seems to get hit by that, and it's funny. Speedstar, though, not getting any bad luck there. Going to go through, getting the nice big speed here. Spin dashing the wrong way there, but that's because we wanted to go see that block's funny face as it explodes. It goes, oh! We're going to run our way through, down the lava beef here. Fire Shield, arguably my favourite stage of the game. Not including Doomsday, but we won't be seeing Doomsday, unfortunately. No emeralds for us, you see?
Yep.
We're going to navigate our way through this segment. Going to get a number of jumps up and through and in with the spin dash on the moving platform. Allows us to go through, not get caught by the squishy cycle here. Then jump up once, jump up twice. Wait for that on the third one. Looking good. Jump up one, jump up two with the fire dashes. Keeping the full speed. Deliberately when to go under that enemy. Gets under the squisher. Slows down so we can immediately about turn ourselves with a quick 3-tap spin dash there. Runs our way through. Fire dashes into the spring. Rolls it through. Makes it over the squisher onto the perfect cycle. This is very, very good. This is a masterclass in this stage right now. As we jump up and through over the giant iron spike ball. We're going to fall down. Roll our way in this section. Wait, jump down, throw and go. That lets us in there. Not quite getting over that one this time, but also didn't get squished, which is nice. So we're then going to run our way through here. We're going to wait, run, jump, in, down, spin onto the spring there. Unfortunately getting caught by it, but that's all right. As we then land down here, don't use the elevator. Down to our boss fight, where we're going to get 6 quick hits on the giant hand. And then away we go. We're going to get a couple of hits on them, but we don't actually have to take them out. We can just hang around here. We have the deflection properties of the fire shield. We're getting some swag bounces, because why not? 3, 4, 5, jump! Oh, unlucky getting caught there. We're going to get the 2 hits. That means we're going to get a 3 cycle on this. And we definitely want to take these out now, but we can do that. We're now going to stand specifically in this position. 3, 4, 5, and then the jumps come out. And 1, 2, 3. Going to have to get that one last cycle, because the boss does have 1 hit left. And then away we go on the final cycle here. And the good news is, the boss is in a sweet position to get the backup fire shield.
Yeah, and now coming up for another... Yeah, I think this is the last stage where the cycles only matter for Act 1 and Act 2. So this is going to be great. Actually a really fun stage when you play Glitchless, so...
Oh, absolutely. As I said, one of my favorites to actually do. It's really smooth. There are a lot of cycles. There's a lot of things. That jump there actually saved your fire shield. Well done. We're going to go through now up to the top section. Like, it was a case of going for the fire dash to go over there, accidentally clipping the ceiling, so we went nowhere, but the cycle wasn't quite up, and plenty of time to navigate there. Also not going for the invincibility, because Speedster don't need it. Speedster is brave. Speedster go through and has nothing to cave. We're now going to use the insta-shield to get through some of these lavas, because the insta-shield does give you a couple of frames of invincibility. And when I mean a couple of frames, I literally mean you get like 1 or 2 frames of invincibility. So we're going to go through here, making sure we don't get caught by any of them. Looks good. Spin dash to get rid of the cloud. Deliberate damage boost through that segment to go up onto the drum here. Spinning it up and through and round. We're going to grab on this one. Jump through the cycle here, because we don't need to worry about that. Round, down, and in. We're then going to slow down enough not to hit the yellow spring on the top right. We hit it on the bottom right. We about turn on ourselves. Spin dash for the lightning shield. Bounce into the secret hidey hole. Hit the button.
No.
Oh, it's time to get blue. That was red.
Oh.
I thought we were getting the blue spheres.
I mean, we got to see like 5 seconds of it, at least.
Yeah. So sometimes that can happen there. You want to hit that button and escape without doing it, but it's very tight to get in this one. Speedster's now going to do a number of really nifty double jumps that just allow us to get through this segment. Little jump here. Not going to risk it with the spin dash. Ooh, you are so brave. As we're then going to run our way through, double jump up to the top here, get to the Knuckles cutscene, and then we're going to go to thrilling gameplay. The boss, the video game.
And by thrilling gameplay, we just mean waiting boss.
Yeah, that's exactly what we mean. But it's not just waiting, because you actually do have to play it a little bit. But this boss is an auto-scroller to start with. There will be a fire shield we're able to go and grab. But then after that, we're kind of just standing there going, what doing? For 14 hits. Okay, now you're just showing off taking damage there.
No, yeah, so actually, it's faster because you need to not have as many rings here.
That very true. Getting that time bonus. But yeah, going to go through here. We get the jumps on this. We're going to go and grab a lightning shield. They'll then get transformed into a fire shield. And while we're doing that, and the 14 bosses are happening. Really? Really? That's what you're doing? Aye, okay, Speedstar. Show off. Making the boss harder for ourselves by having the lightning shield instead of the fire shield. And while we're having this boss...
Because the lightning shield is actually faster for hitting the capsule as well, so...
It is, yeah. Sure more dangerous though. But while we're waiting for these cycles, let us have any messages. You have like a minute and a half. I'm not joking.
Ah, geez. Okay, let me get my timer up. So folks, I think while we're waiting here, watching for these hits to go through, I am sitting here waiting in trepidation to hit that $3,000 by the end of tonight for Fast Pace for Pride 2025. We are almost at 3K. I think we're gonna hit that tonight. Chat, if you believe in it too, ! Donate or that pinned message in the Twitch chat. If you want to donate, we've got some incentives for you to donate towards. We've got all the hype for you to donate towards. On that Time Spinner bid war. Ghost Lunaeus is in first place now with $86. Censored Lunaeus, second place at $79. This bid war is neck and neck. If you want to see either one of those two sprites, now is the time to affect which one will be brought on stage. This bid war is neck and neck. It's as close as that race we saw before. And for that target, for the Puppet Up Phoenix Play Level 27 Boss Song incentive, we are $15 out of the $150 we need. So we are getting there. Let's see those donations.
Absolutely, and thank you for that. You know what I feel like about this stage? This stage is very warm, and that was a good handover. Thank you for handing it back to us.
Yep. Thanks so much.
All right. Hidden Palace.
Very skill-based stage, I have to say. Like, because there's quite a lot of places where you can bleed time a little bit. But, I mean, it's not too technical, not too in-depth, but you have to go really fast, so... I mean, we got the... Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Give it your best. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Wrong franchise, but close enough.
All right, we now have a little bit of story time here, everybody. You're going to see a little cutscene playing. You saw the mural telling you about the Master Emerald and Supersonic. We're now seeing Dr. Robotnik steal the Master Emerald, but that's not the important part. If you take a look at Knuckles here, as you see when he's going to get himself electrocuted, the anatomy of a hedgehog, of an echidna is they have a butt for a head. God damn it, Supersonic. God damn it.
They're kind of like Magmar, right? Like that Pokemon has like a butt in its face. In a way.
I have no idea about that. Don't ask me.
All right, we're now jumping up to another really fun stage here. We're going to be jumping off to Sky Sanctuary.
I mean, personally, I don't like speedrunning this stage much, but the song is a really real banger. I can't deny that. And
I'm just seeing chat just going, why is Supersonic like this? We don't know.
Alright, so we're going to spin dash here. There's going to be a proximity cycle that activates once you cross a path here, certain path. I crossed it perfectly so that it lines up and I can jump immediately after. Going for a little swag jump there. I can bounce off of it and then just jump here, lightning shield here. And we're gonna actually skip this boss here. Normally there would be like a... Oh, gotta be careful here. There we go.
Nicely done. Yeah, no, there's a lot of really powerful bounces you're going to see in this particular stage there. That one there, allowing us to skip the mini-boss. Mini-bosses are allowed to be skipped. It is only main bosses that need to be fought. This one, however, cannot be skipped without our Buddy Tails, but we don't have him here on this one. And what we're going to do now is Speedstar is doing some swag jumps, getting that first jump, keeping the lightning shield. It's harder than it looks, and that is going to make the rest of this stage easier.
Yeah, I'm not sure either because I've ran all emeralds. Glitchless before, but I think you can skip that boss as well.
You can indeed.
As hypersonic, yeah.
I believe you can get it with the hypersonic double jump. Yes, it's very tight though. Again, the number of double jumps like this, going in, making sure we make it past the cycles. Each of these platforms has little spikes under their butt. We don't want to hit that. And going up for the top jump there. Oh, that's a smooth jump, and I love that every day. Deliberately losing the lightning shield there because we want the insta shield to try and get the jump. Wow. Okay, I'm just going to let you obliterate this, boss. You can read messages.
All right, sure thing. Let's talk a little bit about Gate, because I've been talking about the marathon so far. But Gate, they do work in 3 different areas: human rights, health, and movement building. They've got lots of different areas. Every single dollar and cent of your donation goes towards one of their areas in human rights, health, and movement building. They do tons of great work across the globe. Thank you for supporting their work.
I was too early. There's a dono that came in for you. I'm sorry.
I mean, if you want me to say it right now, I can.
Oh yeah, no, go for it. It's an important one.
Oh yeah, I have $110 from Aitsu100 who says, sorry I was late this ARG, but the hatches are open.
Oh damn!
Look at that. Thank you so much for that donation. And with that, that is $3,000 for Fast Pace for Pride 2025. Let's go, everyone. Thank you so much for your donations. What an amazing marathon. Thank you all so much for your donations. Good stuff.
That is amazing. Aisu, thank you very much for that. Of course, referencing the Star Fox run that was done earlier in the marathon. It is appreciated. And 3K during S3 and K. It's so poetic. We love it. Thank you very much for all your donations, everybody. But we are in the death egg. We love it. So death egg here.
Death, right?
But no death, only egg.
Yeah.
You're not going to fall down the hole there. Good job. We're now in the Gravitron, but yes, this is a stage where you want to keep the lightning shield as much as you can. You don't want to die as much as Speedstar's like, sure, we're going to die, right? It's like, no, don't do that. That's bad. What you are going to see is you're going to see a really nice swanky strat here. You're supposed to see a whole bunch of shenanigans going on. You ain't going to see any of that. We're going to go to Red Eye over this area, and we're just going to like skip over most of it because the lightning shield lets us do this, and we just jump, run, jump up through, spin dash, double jump down, in, through, round, and now we're on to Red Eye. Red Eye, hardest fight in the game, and we're going to see Speedstar utterly annihilate it. We're going to start in phase 1. Double jump on the noggin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, dodging the spikes there, getting out in the last one. We're then going to get the platforms to come out. We're going to time a jump, and then we're going to go in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, so close. Gets the 8th in there. The manipulation.
There we go.
That's so good. The fact that you just got 7 hits with the platform spinning around. Sometimes those platforms are butts and they start spinning, but Speedster managed to manipulate them and get 7 hits. It's so good. He did great. And then we're on the final level of the run. This is for all the marbles. This is where everything comes around.
Yeah, so right here, we're going to be grabbing the lightning shield here. Doesn't matter, there's 2 lightning shields here. Doesn't matter whichever you grab.
Yeah, why is there 2? Like, they're literally right beside each other. It's funny.
Yeah, and we want to keep, like, this lightning shield all the way till the end. Actually, it's very useful for the second phase boss. The second phase of the last boss, which is not Doomsday, by the way. I'm sorry, guys. Alright, and we're about to see some nice collision detection here. Ironically and unironically, because...
No, don't have those! Oh, never mind.
Yep.
Spikes are supposed to hurt, but upside down spikes, no hurt.
Yep, no hurt.
But yeah, we want to keep the lightning shield here so we can do a number of double jumps here. That was an insta double jump, so it didn't give you any height. But we want to keep the double jump here for this little section coming up because we have this moving platform that is meant to just move based on where you're standing on. But when you go too far, it breaks apart and then it falls down and you die. But if you have the lightning shield, you don't have to let it fall down and break and you can get up there really quickly. We're now going to spin dash our way on the ceiling back to the left here. This is going to allow us to skip over this section because we're going to go 1 and we're going to go 2 and then we're going to do 3 and we're going to flip ourselves back around the right way up. We're going to jump, spin dash, jump over, make sure they're off the ceiling here, dodge the boosties because we don't want to go down the onion rings. The onion rings are slow. That's going to then take us down and around to the little stair segment where we're going to spin dash past this little segment up to our final set of stairs, over the final magnet barriers, and then go to Uwu Ball. And the ball is going to go Uwu. I want to see all your Uwus in the chat when the boss goes Uwu. Ooh.
Oh.
Oh no, you're gonna hear it. It's gonna go ooh.
I got a life. Okay.
Thanks.
That's convenient.
Good life. Good life. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
First,
this boss is a boss that was hard as a child. This boss was hard, but now. All you need to do, turn upside down, single tap spin dash, jump so you don't flip to the right side up, rinse and repeat. That's all you need to do. It is ridiculously easy once you realize, oh, gravity is my friend, not food. Also,
yep.
ooh, ooh,
ooh, ooh. This is the last one.
Yep. I'm hearing it now.
Yep, you're hearing it now, and I'm not sorry.
Yeah, so right there, I waited a little bit on purpose, because if you spin dash a bit too early, you end up running into an invisible wall and can actually trigger a glitch, which makes this whole boss like a ton easier, and it can actually soft lock you as well, depending on how you do the rest. But overall, like, it's not that difficult to avoid it, so we're good.
Yeah, so we are all on malicious fingers. fingers and they're malicious. That is literally the name of the tune. It's quite funny. We are going to get the last couple of hits on this one. Time will be coming up once Eggman drops the emerald and the screen goes white. We're now on to phase 2 of 3 of this boss fight. We're going to jump on the schnoz, get 4 hits off this emerald. We're going to bounce on it to get the first set. Get the 5th one, dodge the flames, jump on 6 and 7, get 8, boss is down. He's going to be escaping with the Master Emerald in his clutches. Speedster is going to get 8 hits away. Well, actually 7 hits away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we go through 6 and 7. 1 more to go.
And time is gonna come up about now and there's time.
GG.
GG.
Well, for reference, this was actually a 58-14 minus real time minus time bonus, so I think I did pretty well actually.
You did phenomenally well on marathon time there. That is a 58, I believe. I'll just let this catch up. Our survey says a 58-54 RTA. Solid run there. Fantastic job, Speedstar.
Thank you. Thank you guys for having me. Shout outs to FPE for having me for Fast Pace for Pride 2025. Thank you, Argy, for commentating this run. Did a phenomenal job. I think we shared like a really good chemistry as well. Thank you for the host. Thank you for the restreamers. Thank you to everyone. Shout outs also to my community, to whoever is watching this, whomever might be watching this for my community. Any shout outs you guys want to give?
Again, just congratulations to you. Thank you for having me. It is an honor to commentate any of the Sonic speedruns, and I just love seeing people run these games. They're just so much fun. Also, one final shout out. Shout out to your mouse cursor that's been on the bottom right on my Discord all this time.
Wow.
It's not been on stream, thankfully, but like, I've just been seeing it. I don't know, is that mine? No, it's not mine. Oh, god damn it.
Anything else from you, Speedster?
I think, yeah, I think, I was happy to showcase this run. I think I had a really good time. It was a wholesome time having you guys here, and I thank you all for the GGs as well. Seeing the chat right now, I had the chat like just in the background, but yeah, thank you guys so much for having me, and yeah, thank you guys for blasting those donations right there. Thank you for reaching 3K in Sonic 3K. Very much accurate, and yeah, that was awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thank you all. Arctic, any last words from you?
Nope, take it away. You do your thing.
Awesome. Well, thank you again, Speedster and Argic. One more time in the chat, everyone. GG's on this amazing run of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Beat the game, Glitchless. Thank you once again. What an amazing run in the showcase of S3K. We hit 3K during the run. Thank you, everyone. So, with that, we're going to start getting set up for our next run here. So, I'll have some more words from you after the cut here. So, stick around, everyone. Don't go anywhere.